All right, let's jump right in. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a blueprint that has one very specific goal: to turn a skill you already have into a real sustainable income. If you're a student or maybe a recent grad here in India and you're looking to start earning, this is for you. Let's get to it.
So does this sound familiar? You've spent hours, maybe even years, getting really good at something. Coding, writing, design, whatever it is. But there's this frustrating gap between being skilled and actually getting paid for it. If that's you, trust me, you are not alone. And today, we're going to build the bridge across that gap.
Here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the problem, what I call the skill-to-cash gap. Then, we'll figure out your most profitable skill, package it up into an offer that clients just can't refuse, and get your business launched. After that, we'll look at how to scale up your income. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a 90-day action plan to make it all happen.
Okay, first up, let's really define this core challenge, the skill-to-cash gap. You know what I'm talking about. It's that frustrating place where you know you're good at something, but you just can't seem to turn it into a steady income.
So here's the absolute truth. Just being good at something isn't enough. So many talented people stumble right here because they're missing two key things: the right business mindset and a clear strategy to actually market and sell that skill. It's not just about what you can do, it's about how you position it to solve someone's problem.
So how do we start building that bridge we talked about? Well, it all starts with choosing the right foundation. In this section, we're going to focus on how to pick what I call a money skill, one that has real, proven potential in the market.
It is so important to understand the difference between high-income skills and hobby skills. On the left side, you see things like web development or digital marketing. These are skills that businesses desperately need, and they will pay good money for them. Now, on the right, you've got hobbies, and while they're amazing for you personally, they are just way harder to monetize directly. For this plan to work, we've got to focus on that left column.
So how do you know if your skill is actually a high-income one? Use this super simple checklist. First, check the market demand. Hop onto sites like Naukri.com or LinkedIn. Are there a ton of job openings? Second, is there urgency? Are companies hiring for this right now? High urgency means higher pay. Simple as that. And third, figure out your buyer. Who's going to pay for this? Knowing if you're selling to a big company or a small startup completely changes your whole approach.
Once you've got your skill validated, the next step is to package it. This is where you take that raw ability and you turn it into a professional service that clients are actually excited to buy.
This right here, this is the most important mental shift you have to make. You've got to stop thinking, I am a graphic designer, and start thinking, I help businesses build a strong brand identity that attracts customers. You see the difference? You're not selling a task anymore, you're selling an outcome.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. A graphic designer doesn't just do logos, no. They offer a logo and brand kit creation package for a clear price. A content writer offers an SEO-optimized blog post. This kind of clarity makes it so easy for a client to understand exactly what they're getting and what it's going to cost them.
All right, you've got your skill, you've got your offer. It is officially time to launch. And you know what the best part is? You do not need a lot of money to get started. I mean it. You can get your entire business off the ground with a totally free set of tools. Use something like Notion or even just Google Docs to build a simple portfolio. Setting up payments is super easy with platforms like Razorpay or Paytm, and you can manage your whole schedule with Google Calendar. Seriously, the barrier to entry has never been lower.
Okay, but how do you actually get clients? Well, cold outreach is crazy powerful when you do it right. Take a look at this template. This is not generic spam. It's personalized. It points to a specific need they have, and it connects your experience directly to their goals. This is how you start a conversation that actually leads to a contract.
Getting that first client is a huge milestone, a massive win. But the real goal here isn't just one win, right? It's about building a sustainable, high-income career. So, let's talk about scaling. This is the target: 1 lakh a month. Now, I know it might seem like a huge goal, but it is absolutely 100% achievable. It just means you have to shift from simply doing the work to strategically growing your business.
So how do you get there? It really comes down to 3 key strategies. First, as you start getting those positive testimonials, start increasing your rates. Second, productize your services, just like we saw with that brand kit package. It standardizes your work. And third, build systems. Create templates for everything: proposals, invoices, emails. This saves you so much time and lets you focus on the work that really matters.
You know, theory is great, but execution is everything. So this final section is a concrete step-by-step plan to put everything we've talked about into action over the next 90 days.
Here it is, your week-by-week roadmap. In the first month, you're just setting your foundation. The second month is all about outreach and landing that crucial first client. And then, in the third month, it's all about delivering great work and starting to scale up. This breaks that huge goal down into small, manageable weekly sprints.
And to make it even simpler, here's your daily checklist. Look, consistency is the engine of success when you're freelancing. Just 30 minutes of sharpening your skill, 1 hour of focused outreach, plus your project time. Doing that every single day will build incredible momentum.
And that's the blueprint. The steps are clear, the path is all laid out. The only thing left to do is take action. Your 90-day plan officially starts right now. So I'll just leave you with one question. What is the very first step you are going to take?